It goes beyond a performance.
that could be true, but it's still performance, man. What part of this
All right,
conversation led
Dara.
you to?
No. Because again, I could literally just put us in the classroom and just throw a six on the floor and put you on one side and me the other. You're gonna see a six. I'm gonna see a nine. That's absolutely fine. Two things can be right at the same time. I'm gonna land. I hope you understand. Thank you for the conversation tonight. You're right. I'm
Okay,
done.
well,
We good. Yeah, we
I
good. No, we
didn't,
good. We good. Thanks, mine. I appreciate you for that. I land. You can pass somebody else. I'm good. Thank
I
you.
was, ma'am, I don't need you to interrupt me to finish what I'm saying.
I don't know if most people are signing up to be lifetime partners. I get it; they sign the paperwork, but I don't know if that's really what they are doing. I don't know if they actually understand the gravity of the idea of marriage. You know, so I don't think people. I don't think that's the intention for a lot of people.
So then, what
I
are they
just
signing up
always
for?
find it real rich how people can say they don't perform, but the very vows you read at the altar is actually a performance. None of that stuff was conjured up by any individual that met at the altar. These are things that you agreed to be tasked out to fulfill within the marriage. So how is it even not even a performance? You can confirm that it's a performance because nobody, if they had to choose, would be with anybody through worse. They would most definitely be with you through better. But sickness, worth, and all that other stuff, no. We got a 70% initiated divorce rate by women with any inclination that she unhappy or don't want to be around. She gonna get the fuck out of here because she don't want to perform. So when a woman tells you she don't perform or she won't perform for you, that's a alert that you should be on alert that that woman is gonna stand a test of time for you because everything has to feel right or be and it's not. When you get into a long term relationship and the marriage isn't a roller coaster of things that's gonna happen and it ain't always gonna feel right. You sometimes you're gonna have to do shit you don't want to do. And if you got a woman that only gonna do shit whenever the time is right or when she feel right, you ain't gonna have a woman long term. Yeah.
Before y'all get tripped up over the word, I think y'all just using the word differently. I think when Pearl was speaking on performance, she was speaking this from a performative type of perspective, and I think you're speaking on it from a, get in the game and play, right? Like do your job. Um,
No,
from
we was speaking on the same one. I don't know why you want to. It's okay to have put to allow the pushback to be the pushback. You don't have to semantics to turn. We was speaking on the same term. She just said she's authentic or something like
no,
this. She just not gonna perform. It
no,
is what it is.
no, so when she was talking about performance, she was talking about being fake, right? You're talking about doing your job, whether you like it or not, whether you're happy, no matter how you feel, do what you promised to me. And she's talking about not
What's
being
the
herself.
difference? What's the difference in fake? You're faking
So
it, right?
I'm sorry, say it again.
If you're doing something that you don't want to do and you clearly don't like doing it, but you're doing it anyways, don't we call that faking? I mean, you can
Not ne-
use whatever term you want to use.
not
It's all
necessarily.
performing. It's all okay.
Nobody
Okay.
wants to go to work every day. Well, most people don't want to go to work every day, but they
Exactly.
do it.
So
That
they're
don't mean they're fake.
performing, right? So they're performing.
Yeah, but not in a different context than what she was talking about.
No, it's the same context. Why do we gotta do this with the terms? We were using the terms the same way. She just said on the record she is not gonna perform. Let's just let it
Uh,
be what it be.
Thanks,
well,
mine. That
uh,
is not what I meant. I meant in terms of performativity and you being fake. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are going to be times that you are going to be sick. There are going to be times where it's not what you want it to be. You don't put on a performance. You say, I'm tired. You say, I'm exhausted. You don't do things always that you want to do just because, oh, I'm not going to be deemed a good partner if I don't. You're an authentic human being. You're not going to be able to show up 100% all the time. That would make you perfect. So, are we going to have a conversation about perfect? No, we're not, because we know that that's unrealistic. That's what I meant. So, you may be using the term, like I said, we're using the same term, but as Mont just eloquently spoken to you, it was in a different context. Are we clear?
Well, well, you were using the term out of context then. I wasn't using the term out of context. Yeah, and when he shot himself in the foot when he talked about the job, that's what you should have never done. Because we know that everybody, literally damn near everybody who go to work, if they don't like what they do, their performance, there's times where you go to a job where you like the job. And some days you just don't want to be at work. You want to be home. So you have to go to work and put on a smile. You got to walk around your supervisors and your bosses like you want to be there so you can get the bottom line. saying it's oftentimes in marriages where you don't want to be in that house. There's many men that are in marriages and women that are sitting at the kitchen table that do not want to fucking be there. But they gonna be there because they said that they're gonna do that. They took an oath for obligation before God that they was gonna stand by their wife no matter what. And sometimes you're not gonna like it. So you have to put on the show.
No, I
And I'm
don't.
saying what
No, I don't. I have to speak to you about why I feel the way I feel. That's why you're performing, because there are things that you are holding in that for whatever reason, I'm not understanding why in this marriage you wouldn't feel so safe to communicate. There's no way that I'm performing. A performance is fake. If I'm authentic, I'm letting you know what it is and what it is not. And we're going to come to a common ground. We're going to acquiesce to each other. There is no faking it till you make it. That's the problem. People are faking it and they're wasting their time. And not only are they not faking it, they're staying in relationships because it's beneficial and don't now want to leave and deal with the consequences of the separation. It goes beyond a performance.
that could be true, but it's still performance, man. What part of this
All right,
conversation led
Darwin.
you to
No. Because again, I could literally just put us in the classroom and just throw a 6 on the floor and put you on one side and me the other. You're going to see a 6. I'm going to see a 9. That's absolutely fine. Two things can be right at the same time. I'm going to land. I hope you understand. Thank you for the conversation tonight. You're right. I'm
Okay,
done.
well,
We good. Yeah, we
I
good. No, we
didn't,
good. We good. Thanks, Mine. I appreciate you for that. I land. You can pass somebody else. I'm good. Thank
I
you.
was, ma'am, I don't need you to interrupt me to finish what I'm saying. You could have just said that to yourself off of mute.
No, but I just said
What I
no.
want y'all,
I said it for the both of us because I was being mature and I wanted to move the conversation. Because
yeah, but
it seemed like this a dance that you want to do, and I don't want to tango tonight. So, like I said, Doran, I enjoyed the
it's
conversation with you.
actually,
Okay, 6 and a 9, it's
wait,
fine. I'm gonna land tonight. You
it's
good?
contrary.
Okay,
What you're
thank
doing,
you. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. You good? But I know you want the
what
last word, so I'm gonna just let you be heard.
I'm just want
Let
to
me go
talk
mute
to
up
the
and keep it cute.
topic. I just want to
You
talk to the
got it. You got
conversation.
it. You got it.
I'm not talking to you, man. I'm not talking to you. But what I will say is if anybody heard me speaking, I did not give any inclination that communication was void or null in a marriage. You can still communicate things that you don't like, things that you're upset about. Everything is not going to get resolved. And if y'all are thinking that everything is going to get resolved, I could tell you that you ain't married. 9 times out of 10, people who are saying that either ain't married or never been married long enough to be able to endure something like that. So, people who are listening, pay attention to the credibility and integrity that people are speaking from. A lot of people speak out of their ass when they come on here and they don't know what the hell they talking about. And I'll pass the mic.
I would
Well,
like to just make a mention the fact that um his wife had a stroke, right? And people who have strokes, some most of the time, the part of their brain that is responsible for emotions and um what else? I don't know. Like it's like the area of emotions and attachment
and
are affected.
moistness,
What's that?
moistness.
It's in
I hope
moist.
you know what? I hope your dick never gets soft, okay? I hope.
Um,
I'll just say that. I hope you never have to. I hope you never have to deal with that in another 2 years. Anyway, put your wife's IG in here. I'm gonna send her a little strap on that she can go ahead and purchase. No, but but in all seriousness, I know Sharon, you're trying to troll. But in all seriousness, the part of yes, actually, it can actually affect your desire. Um, your ability to connect with people. So that could play a major role in why she did leave. I don't know.
I'm I'm so sorry, but I found the definition for perform, and Darwin is wrong. You mind if I read both of the definitions so I can show you how you can use them in different contexts? One of them says to adhere to the terms of, which is what Darwin was talking about, carry out. The other one is to give a performance, a play, to give a rendition of. So you can use it in different contexts. I'm sorry.
The word that he used is performative.
Okay, so how was I wrong then using it the way I use in the context I used it, the way I explained it, between two people doing something that they don't feel like doing at the moment, but knowing that that is what you signed up to do, and you're completing that task or term, that the term you mentioned. How was I wrong there? I like you to
So,
articulate that.
you were not wrong right there. You were wrong where you framed it as if you were the only one right and that you could only use it in one way. And Pearl saw it and used it in a different way. So that's where you were wrong, because you could use it in either or. Oh, he left.
I think performative is a crazy word to use in a marriage. That is just wild to hear. And to answer your question, man, I think people sign up to death do us part, and also I want to be happy within this relationship or be enjoy with this relationship. Nobody want to be in a death do us part and be upset and at odds. And how Darwin said it, I don't even want you to be in the same room with me. Nobody wants to be death do us part in that type of relationship. So I think it's duality. It's both. It's death do us part, and I'm enjoy when you're around me.